You should depend on yourself to be happy. You should depend on yourself to get work done. You should rely on yourself. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I am Shadia. If you are new, welcome, and if you are old, have been here and watched a couple of videos, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much and welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about something we've already talked about. I'm dedicating myself to upgrading the videos I already did on this channel, but we upgrading, yeah. So in today's video, we're going to be talking a little more about validation that comes from the outside. So to make it more clear, how we need to be validated by everything outside us. So I feel like, personally, I feel like it is hardwired in us that we need people around us to make us feel good. We need people to tell us we're doing great in order for us to understand that we are doing great. We need people to tell us our grades are okay. We need people to tell us you are beautiful. Even when you know you are beautiful, you need someone to tell you you are beautiful. You need someone to tell you, oh, you're smart. Even when you know you got an A on a test. I think when we are growing up, everything around us, all the people around us, they put that into our minds that you need people to tell you who you are, to tell you how you are doing, to tell you how you should be doing and how you are doing. And I feel like we should grow outside that, because it's like a confinement. You don't feel like you are enough unless somebody tells you you are enough. And when they do not tell you you are enough, or you are doing enough, or you are doing the most, or whatever, you feel like you ain't doing enough. You feel me? So it makes you feel less of a person. It makes you feel less of what you are doing, when actually you are doing a great job. Let me tell you guys, you do not need someone to validate your feelings. You don't need someone to validate your decisions. You do not need someone to validate your relationship. A lot of things around us are about us, and we should be doing the things for us, not for someone to think it's okay. You know, if something is not working out, as much as people are saying, oh, you're doing great or whatever, but you know this is not it, this is not my call, this is not what I'm supposed to be at in life at the moment, it's okay to walk out. It's okay to quit. I know it is hard to quit, because still in our minds quitting is not a good idea. Like, you have to go hard on something, you have to work hard, you have to do this. But there's still sometimes when you do something, you put in your all, you invest everything you have. Desire to feel important, that desire to feel like we have done something, that desire to be appreciated, I think is the major reason why we always try to seek validation from outside sources. It is okay to do something on your own. It's okay to be alone and enjoy it. It's okay to accomplish something and feel great about it alone. As much as it's okay to be, patted on the back by somebody else, other people, or group of people, whatever, but it is still okay for you to do something and feel good about it alone. We feel important, so important, when we have people besides us, more than we even feel important when we have ourselves for us. And I feel like that is not where your happiness should be derived from. I feel like you should, and I talk about this a lot, like, you should depend on yourself to be happy. You should depend on yourself to get work done. You should rely on yourself. Self-reliance is the key. So all the time you wait for someone to validate you, you're not going to appreciate yourself even when you do great, because somebody else did not see how much you did. Somebody else did not see how good of the work you did. And besides, people are not going to appreciate you all the time. People are not going to validate you all the time, because at the end of the day, people do not know how far you've come. Number one, people do not know how hard you've worked for something. People do not know what you've gone through to get there. So for them, when you pop up with something, they're going to be like, oh, that is normal. You pop up with a degree. A lot of people come up with degrees, but they do not know, how far you've read. They don't know how much you've saved for that car. They do not know. It's normal for them. It's normal for people to get married. It's normal for people to get a nice job. It's normal. So they're not going to validate you. And because you depend so much on them, because you are used to having people applaud you or something, when they don't, you feel small. You feel like your win is not a win. Feel me? And you're going to be discouraged, right? And this goes so well with people who can't stay single, because they need that security from people. They will run from not run. They'll get out of one relationship to another relationship to another relationship to another relationship, because they don't know how to be by themselves. Those are people who end up watering friendships that died 600 years ago, because they don't know how am I going to live without this person? Like, she always tells me I'm cute, blah 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 blah. Like, you are living in a friendship because of the validation you get from that person, and that is not healthy at all. We depend so much on people, and when they disappoint us because you depended so much on them, because you depended on their validation, because them telling you some things made you feel good about yourself. So when things go astray, when they disappoint you, you still blame yourself, because in the picture they've always been the good people. They're the people who made you feel nice about yourself. So when things don't go well, what did I do? This person, they can't do nothing to me. What did I do? And you start mending relationship, friendships, because you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be not around this person. You want this person to be in your life, even when they've made it clear they don't deserve to be there. It is that validation thing. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to make your decisions alone. You do not need to tell all your friends about something you're going to do. You don't need to tell anyone about the choices. Sometimes you need to, but not all the time. You need to tell people about the choices you're going to make, about the choices you made, about your decisions, about your choices. Do That goes back to being private. And again, I talked about this. We're non-private because we need that acknowledgement, we need that validation. But at the end of the day, it is not worth it. Let us learn to appreciate ourselves. Because when you appreciate yourself, when you are self-aware, you're going to validate yourself in more ways than anybody else or anything can ever validate you. Relationships shouldn't validate you, guys. Your man shouldn't validate you, talking about, oh, if I break up with this man, I'm nothing. Who are you before him? If I quit this job, I'm nothing. No, honey, your job doesn't validate you. Your job doesn't tell you who you're supposed to be. If you feel like it is not serving you at the moment, it's okay to let go. People, let us even learn to let go. As much as we've been told growing up, like, people don't quit on themselves, quitter don't know, something like that. Sometimes, guys, sometimes you just gotta let go. Sometimes you just gotta take that deep breath and be like, I'm out. Yes, this has been my job for over 70 years, but I'm out. It is not serving my purpose at this moment. Yes, I love this person. This friendship has gotten me to heights. This has been a lovely time with this person, but it does not serve my purpose at the moment. And go. This relationship, no, I'm done. This family member, like, I've tried and tried to mend this relationship. We've come a long way. I understand we're family, we're blood, but I cannot continue having this person in my life. However much, we should learn to let go, guys. Quitting is not good, but sometimes quitting is the way out. Actually, a lot of times we stay in things that do not serve us, our purposes, and by doing that, we block ourselves from entering a phase that is going to change our lives forever. You're stuck somewhere, and when you're stuck somewhere, you do not know what is out there, right? I mean, I am a person lately who welcomes change so much. Change is a good thing. Sometimes you just need change. As much as you feel connected to a person, you need to change. If you feel like it is not serving your purpose, you try talking it out. You do everything you're supposed to do, everything you think should fix it, and it's not working out. It is okay. If it is moving out of your parents' home, and okay, that is always never easy, but if that is what is going to get you at peace, it is okay. Sometimes opportunities are not going to find you where you are at. Sometimes you need to take steps out of your comfort zone or out of something you're used to, because, okay, that is even something else. We do not want to get out of things we used to. We don't want to get out of places we used to. We don't want to get out of people we used to. And I know a lot of people who are stuck in friendships and relationships talking about, how am I going to reintroduce myself to someone else? How is their life going to introduce itself into my life? Like, I am not ready to relearn someone new. And then you're like, okay, let me just stay here. And that is the only reason. Like, do you even listen to yourself? Because you do not want to get out of something you're comfortable with, something you already know. You're like, oh, it's better dealing with a devil than an angel you don't, something like that. But sometimes it's okay. It's okay to get out there and learn. It's okay to get out there and learn someone else. It's okay to go to another country and learn their culture. It is okay to switch jobs. It is always okay to let go and start something else. Because I'm upgrading these videos are turning out to be a little short than they're supposed to be. But as soon as they're all out, as soon as they are all out of the way, we're gonna get back to our lengthy videos, in-depth videos. But I want to upgrade these videos that are already on my channel. So today we're talking a little bit about validation. People, you do not need anyone to validate you. You don't need anyone to validate your choices. It's okay to tell them about something you're gonna do or about something, but most of the times you don't need to get their opinions, because they don't know from which part you're coming, right? They just don't know. They just see this picture and what you've told them, they're reading your lips and blah 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 blah, but they don't know how hard you need to do this. They don't know how hectic your job was. They don't know. So nobody needs anyone to validate them. Learn to be alone. Enjoy being alone. Enjoy being yourself, by yourself. Enjoy doing things alone. I always still say this. Find things that you enjoy, and the other thing is, you need validation from people because you do not validate yourself, right? You don't tell yourself those nice things, so when you hear it from someone else, you just feel like, oh my god, because you don't tell these things to yourself. Like, if you celebrate yourself, guys. Just celebrate yourselves. If you get over something, a deadline, pat yourself on the back, like, you did that. Anything. You dress well and something looks good on you, tell yourself you're cute. I'm smart, I'm cute, I look nice, my makeup came out nice. Tell yourselves nice things, affirm yourselves, be self-aware. That is also so important. Be self-aware that even when someone does not acknowledge something, you already know. You already know, and you are aware of how it makes you feel. We do not need anything outside us to validate us for us to be important, in order for us to be whole. You validating yourself and you being who you are is whole enough, and it's gonna make you whole enough. And yes, guys, that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the notification button to know when I do upload, because that is the only way you're gonna know when I upload. Subscribe, guys, subscribe, and make sure you watch all my videos from the beginning to the end, because there is always some value and something you don't know and something you want to learn. See you in my next video, which again you will only know about if you ring the notification button. I love you guys. Bye.